Okay, we are live. It's a little bit echoey in here. Okay, so this is the pre-stream for later today, I think into the night actually. So right now we have an enhanced risk for today. So I'm gonna actually show you the tornado risk, but we got an enhanced in a minute here. But we got an enhanced risk. Southeastern part, very southeastern parts of New Mexico. It's mostly just in Texas, more near like Midland, Texas, Hobbs, Big Spring, really anyone in that orange circle thingy, whatever you can call it. You are under an enhanced risk, then anyone in the yellow, you are under a slight risk. So like San Angelo, Abilene, 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 I don't know. Lubbock, Carlsbad. So like anyone in those, in like Plainview, kind of, anyone in those towns, you are under a slight risk, or anyone in that yellow thing. But anyone in that yellow is under a slight risk. Then the dark green is a marginal risk. You guys might be under it, like San Antonio, Fort Worth, Royal City, Roswell, Fort Davis. Anyone in that green spots, you are under a marginal risk. Then we have a marginal risk down in Florida. You have a marginal risk down in Florida, so you could see some severe weather, but also you could not. Anyways, in Pennsylvania, they actually upgraded this. Like we have northeastern parts of North Carolina, Central Virginia, then it's going down in the southeastern part of Ohio. It's gonna be just east of Columbus. Then that slight risk is gonna go all the way up into the southwestern parts of Pennsylvania. But anyone in that yellow risk right there, you are under a slight risk, and I think Somerville is already starting here. And then that marginal risk for severe weather is Jacksonville. Actually, I'm just gonna go through the states. It's gonna be actually northeastern parts of North Carolina. Actually, a little bit more central parts, kind of. Then it's gonna be very northeastern parts of North Carolina. Then it's gonna go up in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna go into Ohio and Pennsylvania. This goes into Ohio. Then yeah, really anyone in that green, the dark green, that you guys could get some severe weather. I think the main parts are obviously the slight risk and the enhanced risk, but that doesn't mean it won't get upgraded. Also, we have Palm Bay. Wait, what? We have Florida, eastern parts of Florida, very eastern, just all eastern parts. Like Fort Lauderdale, Daytona Beach, Palm Bay, Port St. Louis, West Palm Bay Beach. Basically, anyone in that dark green in Florida, you guys are under marginal risk. Now for tornadoes, this is, I think, this is the main tornado threat in Texas and New Mexico, mostly in Texas, like Midland, Texas, Brownfield, Big Lake. It would kind of be southwestern parts of Texas. So Anyone in there, you guys are under a 5% tornado risk. Anyone in that dark orange, dark red, whatever you want to call it. And then we have a 2% tornado risk going all the way down into like going going in central parts of Texas, like then it goes down to like San Antonio, then goes up way to New Mexico, like New Mexico has the 5% is a very southeastern part of New Mexico. Also for the 2% in New Mexico, it's a very southeastern, east southeast parts and southeastern parts. Then it goes into like central Texas. Really, anybody in that 2% tornado risk, which is that green right there, that is something that you guys are under 2% tornado risk. I think the main risk will be in Texas and New Mexico. So, and we also have a tornado risk in Florida. Basically everywhere where that marginal risk was. And then we have a not really a big wind risk. We have a 15% hatched wind risk in Texas. Just barely in New Mexico. Very, very southeastern, extreme southeastern parts of New Mexico. Very extreme southeastern parts of New Mexico. But then that's under 50% hatched risk, and then there's a 15% wind risk over here. I'm just gonna go into there we go. 15% wind risk here. Also it goes all the way up. The 5% wind risk goes all the way up into Colorado. Very, very southern parts of Colorado, extreme southern parts of Colorado. Really, anyone in that color, I don't know what you call that color, very brown, I guess, just brown. If you guys are under 5% wind risk, I wouldn't expect not a lot with that. And then we also have the 5% wind risk, basically anywhere where that marginal and tornado risk is. And then we also have, I think, we really anywhere in the yellow, it goes like all the way down into North Carolina, and then way up to basically Lake Erie. Then it goes to like Ohio. There's like Parkersburg, West Virginia. And then there's Richmond, Virginia. It's basically anyone in that yellow. You are under 15% wind risk. Make sure trampolines are latched down wherever all this wind risk is. And hail is also a pretty big thing. Not really over here, but over there. We'll check that out in a minute. We have a pretty big hail risk, so yes, get your cars in. I don't care where you are. Just to make sure your car is in for the severe weather. Like, I don't care if you're like in maybe Greensboro, you could still see something. So just because you're not in it doesn't mean you won't see anything, as long as you're at least close to it. I mean, if we go into this, like, you could see hail in these light green. Actually, I didn't even see this. There's a marginal risk up here for North and South Dakota, mostly in South Dakota. That's new. But really anywhere in that light green, and obviously the orange, yellow, and green, and dark green, and light green, you could see wind, hail, or anything like that. Anyways, then we have a 5% hail risk down in Florida. Florida really is mostly just not that much severe weather. Probably, I don't even think they got a lot last night, so it's not really that much of a chance of severe weather, but you could still get some. So get your cars in. Make sure your trampolines are latched down, because you could see some wind with these storms. Back down to the biggest threat today is what I'm mostly going live for. Is a 30% hail risk, hatched hail risk. So you could see up to softball size hail. Like in this hatched risk, which is all those lines, you could see up to softball size hail, but still you could see maybe up to baseball to softball size hail if you are in any of these colors. You could maybe even see it bigger. So yeah, pretty big day today, and it is very widespread. It's a very widespread severe weather event. Like there's a slight risk up in the Ohio Valley? No, I forgot. Of course I did. But yeah. Anyone there, you could see something. But also day 2. Day 2 could be something widespread. Up in like here I'll go category. I'm gonna go down here. In central Texas, in like more central Texas, down in like Houston, probably Dallas, Fort Worth, College Station, anywhere in there, you are under a slight risk, and the marginal risk goes all the way up to Pampa, Texas, and goes all the way down in basically Mexico. I mean, it doesn't show Mexico, but I bet it went down to Mexico. But also, you could see the slight risk. Let's go to tornado. There is a 5% tornado risk in central Texas, like Dallas, not Fort Worth, but Dallas, not College Station, like Austin, like Round Rock. You are under 5%, or anyone in this orange brownie color, you are in a 5% tornado risk, so you could see some tornadoes. But anyways, we go down into like Texas. At the 2% goes into Louisiana, actually, into very southwestern, basically in central Indiana, Louisiana. But also the 5% also goes into Louisiana. So anybody in that, you could see something. I think you will though. And then anyone in that green colors, all that, that's the tornado risk. Right now it is showing I will not be live, and I will be live for like 2 days in a row. So it's gonna be able to get everything. Not gonna be able to it's not gonna be really a big thing the next day, but well, anyways, guys, I think that's everything I have to do. I think that's everything I have. I think that's everything I have. Anyways, guys, that is everything I have for today. Really not that much weather talk I have. Anyways, guys, Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.